It's about to be a very dramatic time on the cobbles as official ITV soap spoilers reveal it's going to be a compelling week in Coronation Street. From Justin Rutherford's Andrew Still plea hearing, a health scare for Roy Cropper, David Nielsen, and an unexpected proposal for Faye Windass, Ellie Leach. Ryan makes a confession to Alia following the recent acid attack. Daniel Osborne, Rob Mallard, goes to the plea as Daisy Midgley, Charlotte Jordan, can't face attending the hearing. Daniel is then left stunned when Justin Rutherford, Andrew Still, pleads not guilty, as he braces himself to tell Daisy the news. Later on, the barmaid decides to go to the hospital to see Ryan Prescott, where she reveals what's happened at the hearing, leaving him and his ex-girlfriend Alia Sair Khan, shocked. Confiding in Alia, who has been in the hospital supporting Ryan during his recovery, he admits to being scared of having to relive the whole nightmare he went through in court. However, she tries to reassure him by stating she'll be right by his side, resulting in Ryan admitting that he loves her. Although how will she react to his confession? Roy suffers a health scare although has resisted Evelyn's, Maureen Lipman, pleas to accompany her to salsa class. She finally manages to persuade him. However, it's soon clear to teacher Glenda Shuttleworth, Jodie Prenger, that she's got her work cut out. As the duo get stuck into their lesson, Roy suddenly clutches his chest in pain and admits he doesn't feel too well. Hurrying out of class, Eveline later calls at the cafe upset that he abandoned her in the middle of their dance class. Explaining he felt unwell at the time, but refusing to confess the extent of his pain, Eveline leaves in a huff. As Roy grows concerned about the sudden pain he experienced, he decides to make an appointment to see Dr. Gaddis, Christine Mackey. Detailing the chest pains and breathlessness he had, the doctor tells Roy it's best to get some tests done to get to the bottom of it. Beth Tinker betrays Kirk Sutherland meeting up with Marco, Paul Albertson, outside of the precinct. Beth Tinker, Lisa George, agrees to go for a drink with him. Both sat on the swings, the pair get flirty as Marco makes his feelings for her perfectly clear by kissing her on the lips. Later on, she lies to Kirk Sutherland, Andy Wymant, and tells him she's no longer able to go for the meal they've booked. Telling him she's off to meet some old work pals for a drink, she gets ready for her night with Marco. Although, when she walks into the hotel bar with him in tow, she's horrified when she's spotted by Faye Windass, Ellie Leach. However, Faye isn't with her son Craig Tinker, Colson Smith, as she's also sat with her ex-boyfriend Jackson, Joseph Evans. With both women caught on a date with their exes, will Craig and Kirk find out the truth? Don't miss. The One Show fans demand Bruno Tonioli be quiet after interruptions. Latest, 4 in a Bed hosts take crushing review from picky guest to heart. Latest, David Dickinson addresses future of Dickinson's Real Deal. Latest, Craig pops the question over the past few weeks. Craig has tried to make an effort to get to know Faye's estranged daughter Miley, Frankie J. Simmons, who has recently returned to the UK with her dad Jackson. Next week, Faye is touched when Craig presents 3 basketball tickets for her, Jackson and Miley to go and see the Weatherfield Giants. As the trio head off to the tram stop to enjoy their day, Faye and Jackson share a lingering look. Later on, it's clear he still has unresolved feelings for Faye as he asks her to move down south with him and their daughter after getting a job offer. Her dilemma is compounded when Beth takes Faye to Victoria Street Gardens, although she is taken aback to see a small crowd there. Shocked to see Miley and Jackson in the garden, the surprises don't end there as Craig gets down on one knee. Declaring his undying love for her, he asks her to marry him. Although with Jackson's offer on the table of moving to be with her daughter, what will she do? Paul struggles with his secret when Billy Mayhew, Daniel Brocklebank, speaks to Paul Foreman, Peter Ash, about the idea of them going on holiday together. He does his best to seem enthusiastic at the idea. As Billy offers to pay for the trip, he heads out as Paul takes a call from his M&D specialist as he wants to know whether or not he's got motor neuron disease. However, when Billy comes back to the house, Paul quickly kills the call. Will Billy suspect Paul is keeping something from him? Coronation Street continues Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays on ITVX and ITV1 from 8 p.m.
To us.